It's your daily dose of Donna. Welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, September 5th. We are officially in fall days. Not really. I think it's actually still summer. But when I tell you it is 105 degrees in Los Angeles, this is not a drill. It's not a joke. We are living in what feels only like the apocalypse. It is wildly hot here in Los Angeles. I don't know where you guys live, but I am craving, and you know me, I'm a sun lover. I'm a warm weather lover, but after days like today, I am craving fall weather, cold, crisp mornings, maybe some chili in a slow cooker, maybe some da-da-da, da-da-da, Monday Night Football. Like, I'm craving the vibes. I need a little bit of like a mellow out. This is like a last ditch effort to get all your summer in. But everything's being canceled. Like my kids' sports were canceled. Thank God, actually, because like there's no reason that a 9-year-old should be practicing baseball in 105-degree weather. And it truly is uh, you know, it's a time to stay inside. Grateful. Thank you for air conditioning. For those of you that have no air conditioning, it's always on the hottest days of the year that the air goes out. Always, right? It's just that's just kind of one of those things. You guys, it is hot outside, but it's even hotter in here because this is D Dodd. This is Daily Dose of Donna. This is Thursday's Daily Dose of Donna. And you know what we say about Thursdays on Daily Dose of Donna? They are that they're amazing, fantabulous. They are so good. I love a Thursday show. It's Friday Eve. It's Thursday. I am actually pretty thirsty and dehydrated because it's hot out, not because of anything else. Well, just a little sweaty workout. Okay. We have some stories to get into. We have some tears that have happened, a birth to talk about, and then, of course, some other stories that have just been popping out left and right. Let's get into it. Sit tight, get cozy. We are going to talk on daily. I don't even know. Maybe the heat makes me crazy. This is Daily Dose of Donna. Welcome to all of you that are here for the first time. Today we got Susan. Shout out Susan. First day on a live with Donna. Just get cozy. And I would turn on your parental controls because my live feed, we are wild, we are dirty, we are inappropriate. We are all the things that I love in a person. If I meet you and you are just like perfect and you don't know how to take a joke and you are incredibly appropriate in everything that you do, you probably are not my person. I love someone that just knows how to push the line just a bit, which is why I love housewives and reality TV. Before we get into any of the stories that I have on docket, I have to give you guys an update on my journey with the Bella twins. Okay, I have to. Right now, I'm on season 3, episode 4 or 5, and last night, unfortunately, I did see John Cena and Nikki Bella breaking up. Now, remember, someone texted me or DM me when I posted about it saying, wait, this happened so long ago. You guys, I am still in 2018. I'm pre-pandemic. They don't even know that COVID's about to hit. I'm like Doc Brown, time traveling through time. I wish I could go back and tell them, guys, get some stock in face masks because that thing is going to go through the roof. Now, it is quite a journey, and I cried when they got engaged, and I cried last night when they broke up. Now, what I am really experiencing is the wild spectrum of feelings towards John Cena in the online space. I had no idea that he was so controversial. When I say controversial, I don't mean like he's embroiled in controversy. I just mean people are really on both ends of the spectrum in terms of liking John Cena or not. John Cena is absolutely, to me, I see why people think he's incredibly controlling. I see the red flags. He made her sign a 75-page document. In fact, I got a DM last night and I saw it come in, but I haven't had a chance to read it. Whoops. Okay, okay. Shh. That was Sarah Blakely talking about her snakes. Sneaks me. I want to find this DM that I got last night. Someone sent me. Who sent it to me? And it was like, this is more information about the 75-page document that he made her sign. I want to find it. Oh, here we go, Danielle. Thank you, Danielle. It's a People magazine article from April 17th, 2018. Interestingly enough, written by Dave Quinn. Dave Quinn, who's been on this show, who broke the news of Kyle and Mauricio's separation and was behind talking about Lindsay Hubbard's pregnancy. John Cena, before Nikki moved into John Cena's home in 2013, he made her sign a 75-page cohabitation agreement. Okay. Yes, that's wild. I hope it wasn't on 12 font. She would have to, one of the things was that she would have to vacate his home with her things as soon as possible upon their potential split. Something must have happened to him in his first marriage because he was married before he got together with Nikki Bella. That probably really like scared the shit out of him about getting together with another person. But that is one thing that was said in the document. That's not that wild. This doesn't even say that much else about the document. So, okay. So basically, he says, having been through the process, about the document, having been through the process of basically divorcing or breaking up, here is how I view it. It's like buying a handgun for home defense. It gives you a sense of security and it gives you a failsafe in case something happens. And those who buy a handgun for self-defense pray that they never have to use it. Without it, it's a dogfight. I had to have Nikki sign an agreement to live in the house, and that it wasn't a 1-page, it's a 75-page agreement. So we don't really know specifically what was in this agreement. I understand the need to be prepared for in case of emergency, right? Like it's like getting a prenup before you get married. Okay. It's normal. The 75-page of it is wild, especially because it's just cohabitating. But like if you sublease your home or if you rent it out to someone or you let someone come and live with you, a lot of times there's leases involved, there's contracts involved. And it's true when you get together with, a spouse and they move into your house, maybe you don't have that same situation. Okay. Yes, do I think he's like type A controlling and all of that? Yes. And he's also won multiple awards for being, or he's won the record for being the top celebrity who was given, like, who has done Make-A-Wish, granted Make-A-Wish for kids. You can't do that and be a bad person. Sorry. That's like walking the walk and not just talking the talk. I love John Cena. And I think that he took care of her and he needs a woman that he can take care of. Now he's moved on. He's with a woman named Shay. They seem happily married. Also, still no kids. So I will give up on my dreams of John Cena and Nikki Bella being back together. There's also a lot of stuff going on online about like times Nikki wasn't very nice to her next husband, Artem, and times this and this and that. But in my heart, in my mind, I like a John Cena. I feel like he's a good man. Okay. Now, one of my girlfriends is best friends with his talent agent. And she said, my friend has been his agent for years and years and years and says, honestly, truly, that he is the nicest person ever. So take it for what it is. Now, I am still on the journey. I still have not seen Nikki join Dancing with the Stars and meet Artem. We'll get there. Thank you so much for coming to my evening routine and obsession. We can now get into stories from 2024. Okay. That was Throwback Thursday. Let's get into today's story. Big news for Lala Kent. Lala had her baby. I believe she titled it on September 3rd is when she said she had her baby. We still, as far as I know, do not know the date the name of the baby. Someone had an idea that maybe she was named Siren. I don't know. We know it's an S name. What is your guesses? Wrong answers only. Okay. Wrong answers only using an S word. Maybe she named her baby Snake. Snake Kent. How about Sriracha? Um, Swedish Candy Kent. Possible, you guys. Listen, crazier things have happened. Anything else around my desk that I can think of? Satellite. Um, Stony Brook. Shirley. I don't know why Shirley cracks me up. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Shirley? Can you imagine Lala had a baby and named her Shirley? Serotonin, sunshine soup, surrogate, Sheena, Sandoval. That is good spice, Satan. Oh my God, it is so good. Salt. Did I say that already? Salty. Sincere. Okay, you guys are amazing. Spike. Spike Kent. Ah, I love this show. So I'm really happy for her. You guys know I am not someone that jumped on the I hate Lala train. I really am not. I think that she made some errors. I think that she speaks out of turn a little bit, but I actually like Lala and I'm happy for her. Let's watch her story together. Just it's like a very, very brief story. I'm sure you saw it a lot online if you're on Instagram, but let's watch it together. You never know what people are watching and what they're saying. She didn't even make a post about it. She just posted something in her stories. Let's see if we can access it. Hold on. There we go. It says, it's just a black screen. It says, "Welcome into the world, my love, 9/3/24." So that was 2 days ago. That was Tuesday. And then the sound is this. Perfect. Oh my God. I am happy for sriracha, spicy tuna, salty, spiky Sheena Kent. Really happy for them. So, um, I honestly I'm like, listen, I don't see any negativity here. I know there's a lot of really, really super um I would say I don't want to say conservative because for some reason the word conservative like feels like a political word. I'm just thinking like people that are very traditional. Traditional, I think is the right word, where you're like, you need to have a baby with a mother and a father. And I am so not in that world. So, like, if that's what you believe, we're never going to probably be on the same page about that. Someone posted that in my Facebook group. And my response to that was, why do you need a dad? I've had a dad and he's done nothing but cause me pain and struggle my entire life. And that is not a joke. He's literally gone out of his way to hurt me many times in my life, not physically, but in so many different ways. So, why in the world do you need to have a dad? That's like saying you need to have a mom to two gay men who are having a child together. I don't believe either of those things. I think love is really, it can come, according to Cody Brown, love can multiply and be divided and also can come into like in many different forms. For me, I believe truly that this baby is going to be loved, especially because it was an intentional baby. It was someone that she really sought out and looked for and went through the process to find. Whenever this happens, when you have a baby that is really like planned for and wanted and gone out of their way, whether it's IVF, IUI, or just even the natural way, or surrogate or adoption or anytime, like these are people that truly, truly want to have a baby, not just like, oh, we effed and had a baby, but that has a mom and dad, So to me, I believe that I love the fact that she had a baby. That's just my thinking. I'm very, very liberal when it comes to like families and and gay and lesbian families and single moms. And I actually ran into a girlfriend of mine who I used to work with in casting. We worked on so many years ago. We worked on The Shield together, and she had a baby. She's my age, so she's in her early 40s, and she was not finding, a man. She was looking, she was dating, but she wasn't finding someone, and she was ready to she knew time was limited and she wanted a baby. That was the goal of her life. She wanted to be a mother, and she went and she had a baby through same way, sperm donor. And this baby is now over one, the cutest little baby ever. And she couldn't be happier. And she has great family to support and great people around her, and good on them. So I am so all about that. Yes, Debbie, I worked on The Shield as a casting assistant very briefly back in 2004, I want to say. It was so long ago. Okay. So, listen, if we are watching Sister Wives and we are supporting Robin and Cody Brown and their 46 kids, then I support any sort of family. Speaking of Sister Wives, I actually just got really sad because I saw a post that Janelle Brown posted, and that was about Garrison. I got so sad because with the news of the new show coming out, the new season coming out, and then the news that we've been talking about in terms of Cody and Robin's beautiful purple love nest being put on the market. I'm wearing a version of purple. It's not as purple as Robin's, obsession. I don't have, do I have any purple around me? Other than Daily Dose of Donna cover page, I don't have purple in my life. I have a purple weight. That's it. Oh, hold on. Just for Robin, we're doing this from now on. Instead of the Sharpies on this upcoming season of Sister Wives. Cody. Cody. Oh, Cody. Oh. Watch the YouTube if you're wondering what those sounds were. It was something that I don't know if I'll be able to do. Listen, I work out, but I don't work out that much. Janelle posted about her sweet Garrison, her son who committed suicide 6 months ago. She posted it today saying, let me pull it up really fast. She posted saying, "It's been 6 months ago. 6 months ago today, you went away. You come up in my photo memories almost every day. Sometimes it doesn't seem like you're gone. And then I remember I won't be getting a call or text from you. And it all comes rushing back. I know you fought hard, but in the end, you just couldn't stay. I love you so much, and I will see you again when my journey is done." Whoa. I just got emotional reading that out loud. And I already read it and commented on it, but just reading it out loud, I cannot even wrap my head around losing a child that way. I mean, losing a child ever, right? Anyway. Because look, I mean, the amount of crying I've done over the last few days with the loss of Hirsch and these hostages, it's like that killed me as a parent. So I can only imagine losing a child in any way. There's no upside, right? Horrible, horrible. Now, I don't know if we are actually going to speak about this on the season. We didn't see it in the trailer since I think we're still in Nikki Bella days. I think Sister Wives in 2024 is airing content from 2018 still. That is a throwback show. I don't know. I mean, it's not in the trailer, which is kind of interesting. You would think they would cover it, but it was 6 months ago, so maybe it doesn't show up in this upcoming season. Now, Michelle says 2 podcasters that have a Sister Wives podcast. I want to say that's Ace and Caitlin, right? Went to Cody and Robin's open house. I heard this, and I also heard that potentially they saw that there was mold in the house, which only makes sense. It really does. Listen, mold is a problem in many places, so I'm not going to judge them. But yes, there was a mold issue in their house. Julie says they are going to show it. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen anything on the trailers about it, but I really do hope that they give some moments to it, at least pay some respect to him in an episode. Anyway, it broke my heart. I love Janelle. Oh, Christine posted something on her Instagram. Let me find it. I don't know where she posted it, to be honest, but someone posted on the Daily Dose of Donna Facebook group. And I'm so grateful for my Daily Dose of Donna Facebook group, even though some of you guys are completely unhinged. I try really hard to like keep it together in terms of like, making sure that that I don't know. I really try very hard to not um not let it get too stressful in that Facebook group. Does that make sense? Like I just really don't want to have drama as much as like possible in there. However, we need to find this video. I want to pull it up on the Facebook group, but if I do, then you guys are going to see comments on there. And I don't think that that's public knowledge. It shouldn't be public knowledge. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't, maybe someone can send it over to me. Christine Brown. Maybe she posted on her Instagram. Oh, it was a good one, you guys. It was good. Oh, found it on her Instagram. Let's go. Let's watch it together. Christine Brown with her life advice. I love it. Hold on.
Hi, I see you.
I see
And
you.
I remember what it was like to be you. I remember knowing that I had to make changes and the life that I was living wasn't what I had in mind. And I knew the only person responsible to make those changes was myself. I didn't even know how to make those changes and I didn't know what to do. And I felt so lost. And I realized that I was making my decisions based on fear. And I'm going to tell you straight up, it's time to make your decisions based on joy. It's time to make your decisions based on hope. There is hope. It's a brighter future. It's a brighter world. It is in your control. There are answers out there. Believe me, there are answers, and I believe in you. I know there's better things in store for you.
Okay, there's a couple things that I want to say about this. Number one, she's probably a great mom. Like, can't you just see it? Like, her kids come to her and they're like, Mom, I'm really struggling with A, B, and C. And she's like, honey, listen. Number two, I'm making all my decisions out of joy today, not out of fear. Number three, she did a great job filling in her eyebrows. They're a little over the top, but it's okay. It's okay. Listen, we're just getting used to it. And number four, I think May thinks she is gearing up for a podcast or something, like an Ask Christine. Didn't it feel like life lessons from Christine? You know how there's podcasts like sex questions, life questions. It'll be interesting to see where these women go with their careers in the future, and what network marketing company they go into, because they're still with Plexus, but we'll see where we go with that. Can't wait for Sister Wives. It's coming out in the next few days. Tomorrow, remember, is Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I hate to say it, you guys, but the promos, like they're doing their promo circuit, and I wish they would just stop. I know that that's going to sound bad. I don't want to watch so many interviews of these people before they start their show. For me, when I think about like new reality shows, I want to see it fresh. I want to see without knowing who they are. I don't want to hear what they're saying about the show. I don't want to hear about any of that. I did post on my Instagram stories that there was I forget exactly who posted this. Let me try to find it really fast. But someone posted a reel of them doing a like the press tour. They had like a big event where they were all in red. It was a Hulu event. And it made me want to watch the show less. It was a People magazine post, so we can watch it together. It made me want to watch the show less. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this. This is not good. Like, I want to watch it fresh. I don't want to know anything about anything. This is the little post that they posted about it. Was this it? Or how many did they? Okay, this must have been it. I thought it was different. Here we go.
Probably that we're swingers. That's the number one, and it's probably the most talked about this evening. But we do not all swing. That is not just a Mormon thing, but it is a very oddly enough, a Utah Mormon thing.
A lot of people think we're like so conservative in the sense of like wearing turtlenecks and we don't have social media and we churn butter.
I think people think we're Amish. Like they think we wear bonnets. I meet people and they're like, wait, you're so normal. You swear, you drink coffee.
Just that we wear bonnets and all we do is bake and bow down to our husbands. And that's not the case at all.
We're not polygamous. We can't have multiple husbands. And we're also not like pioneers. Like people thought in LA that we were going to be like wearing bonnets. I'm like, no.
I feel like the biggest misconception is you have to live one way, and I feel like that's just not the case. And I feel like the show really will show that we all kind of live differently.
We all churn butter, and that.
Okay, they all think that we all think. They all think that we all think Mormons churn butter. Did you guys think that? Like maybe 20 years ago, but not since social media or TV has existed. Hello, Lisa Barlow. Isn't she a practicing Mormon, according to her? Come on. No one thinks about bonnets. This is silly. Now, I am really trying to avoid all press. I know they're doing podcast interviews. Don't want to see it. I didn't watch her on Nick Viall. Not interested. Taylor Frankie Paul was on Nick Viall. I want to watch it on the show, and I want to move on. I don't want to see them on any podcasts. No offense to my podcast friends who have them on there. I'm watching with fresh eyes. Sometimes the podcast train is so bad for these shows, in my opinion, because it takes it takes like it's like seeing your presents before Christmas. It's like being able to see the presents before they're wrapped. I want to see it fresh for the public, but I understand you have to do promo just like any other TV show. Just for me personally, it's not for me. Back to Christine Brown really fast. I just want to say one thing. When I watch Christine Brown talk, and she does a little, come close, you guys, come close. I'm going to show you. It's okay. You may think that, but you don't even know. And I think to myself, Christine, either you're trying to get a podcast or maybe you're trying to get cast on a musical. Christine is someone, in my opinion, Christine Brown is someone that would be like, it's okay. You don't have to live out of fear. You have to live out of joy, joy, joy. You have to live out of joy and butter. Like, I feel like that is, to me, the Christine dream. Like, she saw Ariana in Chicago and she said, if that bee can do it, so can I. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on stage coming in 2026 starring Christine Brown and Cody Brown. Because if Christine's on a musical, Cody best be joining, right? So Rachael Ray has come out. She must watch my podcast also because I talk about it ad nauseum. But Rachael Ray has finally come out. This is literally the article. You guys are going to die with this. Rachael Ray has come out with, she's breaking her silence. This is what the article says. Rachael Ray is breaking her silence about how she's slurring her speech during her reels. Breaking her silence. So, of course, I'm thinking, oh, my God, she must have released a reel or a video, an Instagram story talking about, listen, I'm really sorry that it sounded like that. The truth is I was on a pain medication or this or that or whatever. No. Rachael Ray broke her silence on Wednesday, 2 days after worrying fans with a clip from her FYI series, Rachael Ray in Tuscany, which she appeared to slur her speech. This is how she broke her silence, guys. Not a joke. The 56-year-old celebrity chef's rep told TMZ she had no comment. And then she attempted to change the subject by posting her old recipe for shrimp and chorizo paella, which includes a half cup of dry sherry or white wine. Huh? That's breaking your silence these days? Did you guys know that no comment is breaking your silence? What a stupid article. I'm so annoyed by it. It's a full article. Rachael Ray breaks it. No comment. Okay, thanks, clickbait. I am angry. Name the movie. I am angry. When they're in the bath, doing the scrub. This is my version of therapy. I'm angry. Richard Gere, Pretty Woman, baby. I am angry at you, Rachael Ray. Not only did you have to make me sit through the stupidest, craziest story about Tony Bennett, rest in peace, but then no comment. Okay. You should probably come up with a comment. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Calm down, Donna. Something else that's pissed me off this week. What if I did this whole episode like angry? Katy Perry. We need to talk about Katy Perry. This is unreal. Katy Perry was on Call Her Daddy. Now, I knew about this podcast episode yesterday when I was doing our show. I had already seen these little moments and these little clips. But when I tell you, seeing just like going on and listening more and hearing about what Katy Perry was doing and acting like, I started to realize I think I really actually not only dislike, I don't think it's possible Katy Perry is now to me in the same category as Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway and Katy Perry are both to me people that are just no. They're no's. It's a no for me, dog. Who else is going to be in that world? I do not like her. I don't like her comments about Dr. Luke. She spoke about this on Call Her Daddy. Dr. Luke was the man, the producer who was sued for, sexual and basically violence and abuse towards Kesha and multiple other people. Apparently, allegedly, we don't know the details, but Katy Perry rehired Dr. Luke to help her with this album because he's the only reason, or working with him was what gave her all the success in years past. Well, now, she brings him back to do this new album, which I don't want to listen to because I think she's unwatchable. I went to her concert years ago. I got free tickets actually to her concert years ago because my friend was working the VIP, was like hosting the VIP section. It was a wild ride. I was sober and I felt like I was high on hallucinogenics. But Drunk Drawn, our Instagram friend Drunk Drawn, always likes to really just like, they give us good stuff. They give us good stuff. And this one, Drunk Drawn has given us some great stuff in the past. We got good Love Island moments. We've gotten great Real Housewife moments. And then we got Katy Perry. And this is something we all need to watch together because she says something that if you're with kids in the room, maybe just close their ears or let them understand that people like this exist. This is what Katy Perry said on Call Her Daddy.
And the kitchen is clean and you've done it all and you've done all the dishes and you've closed all the pantry doors. You better be ready to get your dick sucked. I mean, like literally, that is my love language. I don't need a red Ferrari. I can buy a red Ferrari. Just do the fucking dishes. I will suck your dick. It's not easy. Sorry. It's like if I come downstairs in the kitchen.
Is she trying to be Vicki Gunvalson? Like, I get all of a sudden Lance shows up at home. Like all of a sudden every man in America is doing dishes. What in the world happened to her? She's like, I'm relatable. I don't need a red Ferrari. I can buy a red Ferrari. Shut up. Every word about her drives me nuts. Like this is a goodbye for me. It's a no. Katy Perry, go live a teenage dream somewhere else. Like, I don't know why, but there's something about her that really sends me over the edge. Get ready to get your dick sucked. I was like, that. Who talks that way? Even Orlando's like, no, it's okay. I'm just tired. Orlando Bloom is like, I have a headache. Never mind. It's not for me. Alex Cooper, what? And she didn't even really ask her the questions that we all wanted to know, which were the Dr. Luke questions. There's a lot of stuff going on online about Alex Cooper right now. People are really questioning her as a podcaster, as a host, as this and that. Really, what is she trying to do? Is she trying to be like the fun girl, doing just like the pop culture stuff? Is she trying to be the serious girl, interviewing about serious issues? No one really knows. Oh my God, Andrew, you got it right on the nose. Put Katy Perry and Fun Lexi next to each other. Woohoo! I'm Fun Lexi. That is exactly the same. Oh my God, that's so good. Okay, we've got to move on after Katy Perry because, we have to calm ourselves down and we have to talk about what is going on in the Housewives universe. And that is obviously between Vicki and Tamra. Let's go back and talk about like the series of events. Obviously, as you know, Vicki and Tamra are not on the same page. They do not get along right now. They're not friendly. When Tres Amigos became Dos Amigos, we had a big, hold on, I just want to find let me just pull it up so I can play it for you guys. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so when Tres Amigas became Dos Amigas, there was a lot of drama about it. Vicki is a businesswoman. She says she had an LLC for the company. She had, a bank account set up. This was a business. Tamra pulled out of it, allegedly, according to Vicki, even though Tamra has a different story. Tamra pulled out of it, told the managers, according to Vicki, and not even Vicki and Shannon. And they were very, very hurt by this. Then, of course, we have the show that we're watching right now, which is after the DUI, and Shannon is just getting berated by Tamra in every possible way. We saw that dinner that that Gina threw that was just so hard to watch. It really was. It was like, Tamra, take it down a notch, calling her names. You're an alcoholic. Was it before or after you drank? Like really, really going all in on it. Vicki was at that dinner and she was like, what is happening? Because I guess Tamra had called Shannon a cunt and this and this and that. Now, Vicki is over on, Vicki then did the Traders episode. And we know that they kind of like had a come to Jesus conversation during that episode and it aired but we didn't really know like where it fell from there. But as we know, Tamra and Vicki are not friendly. They've each talked about each other on different things. I think like on Jeff Lewis, of course, bring in Jeff Lewis. They talked about this, about the fact that, who stepped out of what contract and when. Now, in the last couple weeks, Vicki has had this really crazy health scare, and she has this new podcast with Christian Grey Snow, who is a Bravo content creator. And it's called My Friend, My Soulmate, the podcast, something like that. And Vicki talks about her health. And so on this week's episode, earlier this week, Vicki mentions, and I played it for you guys, I believe yesterday or 2 days ago. Vicki mentions Tamra has ruined her relationship with her children because of the show. And if she herself had any issues with her children, family comes first, she would 100% cancel the show, quit the show, leave the show, and be done with it. She would 100% like choose family over this, and she doesn't think Tamra is doing it. Now, I believe Vicki didn't need to go into that detail about Tamra. She didn't need to, because it's almost like dredging up stuff for why, right? It's not like a new storyline. It didn't just come out this week. It kind of seems a little pointless that Vicki brought that up. However, I also agree with Vicki if that's really the case. If the real issue between Tamra and her child is the fact that she is doing the show, well then, yeah. I mean, I also think that Vicki makes a lot of sense here in that moment. Now, a lot of people also feel like Vicki is completely, what's it called? Two-faced or like, hypocritical, because when she had Brooks on the show, her boyfriend that she was in love with, she basically was told by many people, including her own daughter, to break up with him, and she chose to be in love. And I think having seen now that in so many cases on so many different housewife shows, and even just rewatching Real Housewives of New York season 7 and seeing Dorinda and John, and like Dorinda's daughter can't stand John and she's still with John. I think this is something that happens a lot with women that are in love and they feel like, my kids will get over it and I'm in love and I'm going to choose that. So yes, I believe that Vicki has not always done the right thing with her family. I think two things can be true. Okay. Vicki brings it up on the podcast. I played it for you guys. Tamra did a Ask Me Anything, which I also played for you yesterday during her snaky, scaly skin, shedding moment when she's getting this laser. I played that for you yesterday where she was like, leave me alone, just like stop talking about me. Well, yesterday after the show, after our live show where we talked about it, Tamra went on her stories and she posted a really sad, in my opinion, sad moment. Where she really got emotional. And let me find that really fast because she has deleted it. She has since deleted it from her stories. And I understand why. My guess, well, maybe I should play it for you guys first, but I have a guess of why she did this and then deleted it. This is on Buy Wig Hello Drama's Instagram. They captured it and we can watch it together.
I've tried so hard not to listen to what Vicki had said about me, and I just keep getting bombarded with it. I'm in just disbelief, in such disbelief that this woman would go so low. Do you know what it's like to lose a child? Do you know what it's like? It's the most painful thing in the world, and to insinuate it was because I was on the show. No, that's not what it is. You win, Vicki. I don't know what you want from me, but you got it. You win, okay? You kick me when I'm down. You hurt me all the time. I can't do it anymore. I don't want any part of this. You can have my spot on the show. You can have whatever you want. Just please leave my family alone. Please.
Okay. If you have a heart in your body, that's going to affect you. Whether or not you think the tears are fake, which I see in the comments, everyone's saying it's fake, crocodile tears for attention, fake, please, Tamra. And that's the majority of people that I heard from. People said, like, Tamra is such a bullshitter. She would do the same. She's just as bad, this and that. I agree. I do agree with all of that. And I also agree that she's really hurting in this moment. But I do believe why she posted that and why she just like fell apart with such sadness. You win, Vicki. Do the show. Take my spot. I think Tamra yesterday at 3 p.m. or whenever she posted that, she's on probably no sleep because she's in so much pain. She's 5 days into this horrible transitional surgery where she can't leave her house. She can hardly open her eyes. She's on pain medication. She's talked so openly about the fact that she's constipated. She probably hasn't seen the light of day. She's depressed. I guarantee you she's depressed. I don't think people can recover from surgery like that without feeling sadness in some capacity. You're sitting at home, you're alone. I don't know. We haven't seen any of Eddie taking care of her. I have no idea who's there for her and taking care of her, but like, she's seeing all this horrible stuff about her online right now. I know Dumois, someone told me yesterday, I didn't listen to this, but Dumois was on Ryan Bailey's podcast this week. And she said that Tamra stood her up to do a podcast. So she's getting like a lot of bad negative press out there right now. And Vicki and Shannon are looking like the heroes. So I can see, and I think Tamra had a moment of weakness where she just released all of this crazy sadness and anger. And I felt bad watching it because I have a heart. And I think that most of you guys don't like to see grown women cry over this kind of stuff. It did make me feel bad. She then deleted the post. And I don't think she posted much after that last night. But then this morning, my friend Lauren, she's going to be on the show, by the way. Lauren, I think it's Hebert or Herbert. I can't now remember. She does Housewives Nightcap, and I met her actually through Zach Peters. So she is adorable. And she, on this podcast, had Christian Grey Snow and Vicki on their show, just talking about everything, right? Health issues, the show, etc. And in this podcast episode, Lauren said, do you want to talk about, what's been going on with Tamra and how Tamra was talking about you? And so this is what Vicki said about that. She said,
desire to cry on social media and do what she's doing. Somebody told me that she's doing videos with her face, going through the transition. I don't want to hurt Tamra. I don't come from a place of anger or hurt. I just don't want to be friends with somebody that can be that mean to somebody. She was so mean to Shannon. People are scared of her. I'm not scared of her anymore. I used to be, but I'm not scared of her. I just want her to leave, just like she wants me to leave her family alone. I want her to leave me alone. I have no desire.
Okay. I do believe in my heart. I believe that Tamara and Vicki love each other so damn much. I really do. I think they love each other, and I think that this is why they are hurting each other so much. I think they're actually really sad about this ending, even though they say, I hate them or whatever. Now, Tamara was really sad yesterday, crying, in fact. And maybe in some way, I thought maybe this is going to be the moment where they're just going to say, like, this sucks. I don't want to fight. But Tamara woke up and chose violence because Dana on the Bravo Investigators account posted about this. She posted how Vicki had responded to Tamara's tears. And she posted that clip that I just played for you. And Tamara actually commented on Dana's post saying, it was never about the show. Stop lying about a painful situation. You know nothing about you. Stop lying about a painful situation you know nothing about, you vile pig. So why do two of my children not speak to their dad? Is that the show's fault too? Have some sympathy for a tragic situation that has destroyed a family. Do you want to go after my parents and extended family too? No relationship with her either. Don't you have an elderly person to scam, fake chemo appointments to make, or a small animal to sacrifice? Hashtag washed up has been. And then another comment, STFU, Vicki. You have no idea what you're talking about, you POS. All in capitals. Now, another comment said, is that a recent post from Sydney? My old eyes cannot see it. Even trying to enlarge, it's blurry. Because in this post, they screenshot an old post from Tamara's daughter, which I will share with you guys. And to that, Tamara commented, no, it's one her dad did years ago, which I don't believe that any of us knew. Here is the post that she made a little bit larger, saying that this wasn't in fact written by Sydney. This was written by Simon Barney. But this was written back in 5 years ago or however long ago. It's from Sydney. I will read just a little bit of it. She says, I want to start by clearing some things up as my mother continues to talk about me, despite me requesting her to stop speaking of me publicly, as I don't want to be associated with her or the show. I did not move out when my parents got a divorce, nor did I choose my father's side in the divorce. My parents separated in 2010. I moved out of my mother's house in 2013. Me leaving has nothing to do with the divorce. It has to do with the living conditions at my mother's house and the way she treated me and still treats me today. Going on about how she talks very negatively. She's a parent alien. She fights and talks badly about her father in front of her and her siblings. She called her kids Simon or Mini Simon, you're acting like your father, etc. She says the reasons I left my mother's house are that she was neglecting me at home with no food or simply ignoring us entirely. Something about how she would only go to therapy just for the show, etc. And she says, I was forced by my father to go to therapy for 3 years. I was forced to try and mend the relationship with my mother. Unfortunately, my mother is unable to recognize that she is in the wrong and continues to put blame on everything else. If she would have put the effort into actually working on a relationship instead of talking and crying about how much she misses me on the show and wishes things were different, she wouldn't have missed my entire high school career. Okay. This is devastating stuff. Like, this is the real stuff that makes this all so much worse. Now, for Tamara to even say, no, this post was written by Simon, it's just going to make more people talk about it. All of these people, like, you cannot expect to go onto your Instagram stories, to go on a podcast and talk about these people without expecting them to come back with a response. Why do you think with the Heather McDonald and Jeff Lewis shit that went down last year, why do you think that Jeff stopped talking about it every time Heather talked about it because he knew, I mean, this is my assumption. He knew that the more he talks about it, just gives her more of a reason to talk about it again. Like this is the catalyst, and it's hard. It's hard because I am a clapbacker. I want to clap back at my haters all the time. If someone leaves me a shitty comment on Instagram and YouTube, I just got a comment yesterday. A lot of you haters are going to love this. They said that I have the exact same body type as Alona Mayer or Mar or whatever her name is, the Olympian rugby player on Dancing with the Stars. So thanks. Appreciate that. I think she's beautiful and strong. And so I get a lot of, really mean comments, and I want to come back to them, but it never works. It never works to go back to your commenter because if they feel that way, they're just going to come back at you again. You're not going to change their mind. What would work is if Tamara and Vicki spoke privately, but Tamara going on her Instagram stories and crying about it will only make Vicki respond, which will now, as you can see, has now made Tamara respond again. You don't think that Vicki's going to respond? This is going to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's like, it's wild. Now, I wonder, is there a part of them that are like, this is good. This is great for numbers. This is great for followers. My podcast is killing it. This and this and that. I don't know. Who knows? But at the end of the day, it's so freaking sad. And this idea of like, using the kids and talking about the parents and parental alienation. If what Sydney wrote was true, that story is so tragic. If what Sydney wrote was actually written by Simon, then it's even 10 times more tragic. But I don't believe that to be the case because I think Sydney is an adult. I want to say she's like in her 20s, like mid 20s now. And she probably would come out and say like, my dad wrote that for me. I didn't write that. And I wish he didn't write it. I believe that she probably wrote it. That's my guess. But, we don't know anything about anything. And if Tamara wants to believe that Simon wrote it, then let her believe it. Like, who knows? And you guys, this is what I'm saying. Like, good for Lala for having a baby. Why do you need a dad in the picture at all? When you have this kind of crazy divorce stories, when you have all this back and forth and parental alienation and this and this and that. I mean, I don't even know. I just think, truthfully, I do believe that at the end of the day, they're never going to shut up. These two are going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They love every second of it. Vicki needs to stop talking about Tamara, and Tamara needs to stop talking about Vicki unless they want to make up or do it privately or decide that they can coexist, and then Vicki can come back on the show. Because I seriously do believe that Vicki should be back on Real Housewives of OC. I know a lot of people can't stand her, but I really do believe that Vicki is an amazing housewife, and I like her on the show. What else am I missing about Tamara and Vicki? I haven't seen Tamara post anything else. I did see, a trailer that she posted from tonight's episode of OC. And again, it's making Shannon look bad. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Anyway, you guys are funny about the comments about Alona Mayer. Like, I sent it to Lance this morning and I was like, you want to know why I have body issues? And he goes, why? And I said, you have to see this YouTube comment. It's from lovely Adele. Her name is Adele KKH. You and Alona Mayer have the exact same body. Lance wrote back, what WTF, with like an angry face. And then he said, you can't say she's body shaming you because that in turn would be body shaming Alona, right? And I said, well, she's clearly saying I'm masculine. I don't think she's saying it in a positive way. And then Lance goes, I think you're beautiful and I think you have a smoking hot body. And I sent him 4 hearts. And then he said, also, she's like a full foot taller than you. So there you go. I'm too short to be like Alona. Okay. Anyway, it's all good. We're all okay. We're okay. But I'm going to go on my stories and cry about you, Adele KKH. Hope you feel good about yourself tonight. I'm strong. I'm beautiful. And gosh darn it, people like me. I love you guys very much. I hope you have an amazing, wonderful rest of your thirsty Thursday, Throwback Thursday. Let's talk tomorrow about OC. I have a special guest on tomorrow's episode. Mary Payne from the Pink Shade podcast will be on my show here live. We're going to talk about OC and all kinds of other things. I hope you have an amazing Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.